Hello everyone, welcome to the channel, and welcome back to another episode of Oxygen Not Included. Now, we're going to continue on from where we were last time, which was building this bad boy up. Do I think it's going to solve all of our problems? No, I do not. Do I think it will solve some of them? Also, maybe not. I'm not super sure, but we're gonna give it a go and see what happens. I'm also thinking of, improving this room, making a second room here, just kind of bouncing around ideas, and of course thinking about digging elsewhere to see if we can find more geysers that are helpful. This natural gas geyser isn't necessarily unhelpful, but it is kind of spooky. Like when I look at the temperature, not a super ideal situation that we'd find ourselves in there. We are also looking at increasing the metal building capabilities, because these basically do the same. They do the same thing and they output the same amount of heat, but this one will produce faster or more efficiently, so that's obviously the go-to. Now, running over here thinking about this, polluted water is apparently the way to go here. We've got some icky polluted water that's kind of on the agenda, and it's gonna be the kind of the coolant that we're using throughout the base. I do have an option if I want to get rid of the polluted water to throw it in kind of a chlorine gas chamber, but I'm not necessarily prepared to do that quite yet. So oh yeah, oh my gosh, I also totally forgot about this. We're gonna go see this guy too, because I don't know, trading seems fun and this biome is not horribly hot. I just don't want to damage it more than I kind of already have by ripping into it. So let me see here. Going all the way over there would be cool too. Somebody do this? I'm just gonna cheat the system here. I'm cruel. Alright, so let's see. I'll just kind of let that do its thing. Temperature-wise, what's going on over here? Are you good? We're starting to produce quite a bit of heat now in the base, and that is no bueno. We don't like that. So adding in, we were talking about adding in this piping, adding in the plumbing. The conduction panel allows extreme temperature exchange, so I need refined metal for that. That's kind of where this is coming into play. So quite a few things you'll see that we're up to. It kind of brings me back to the question of, I have 5 duplicates? Do I have 5? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Who? Wait. Steve? Camille? Who all do I have? I do have 5, right? Ellie, Steve, Meep, Camille, and Joshua. I also forgot we got Joshua. There he is. Hey man, let's talk about you for a second. What do you do? Ranching and building. Totally forgot about him, honestly. Complete, smooth brain moment for me. Why is there polluted water? Okay, and does that have germs in it? No. But we need to sweep that, now, though, because that's not supposed to be in here. Fuck. Okay. I didn't realize they were doing that. Liquefiable. Okay, polluted water. Let's do that. Didn't realize they were doing that. Son of a bitch. These rats. And it's already nighttime again. Oh god, okay. How is the breathability at least, though? Oh. That's not great. It's not ideal. So we need to start consuming and disposing of some sort of gas. The hydrogen has really, really, really pushed up here, which is unfortunate. It's too... We're getting too much gas pressure. And I think I need to start sending something out. Did we fill up all the piping? We did not. We did dig this out, though. Could somebody... Steve, you're actually going to go over here. Let's just watch Steve do his thing. Steve, can you not go in here, Steve? I destroyed this. You can't see that? And nobody will submit a bioscan. Okay, that's fine. Everything's fine. Everything is good. How is radiation actually, just while I'm thinking about things? Some radiation there. Standard, typical radiation from other sources. Nothing really happening over there. Okie dokie. So they're running around. We've got this set up now. Oh, I need to add water to it. That's right. For now, let me just do this. Let me have somebody go and produce that. There is a little bit of stress. Ellie, why are you stressed? Too much trash oxygen, I think, probably. Hydrogen is leaking up there. I think it's time to actually just rip this open, because we're not achieving anything by having it closed anyway. Let's take the hatchling for now. That's good. And let's also just, we've got a good amount of food. So what I'm going to do too is just, oh, there we go. That's set up. I'm just going to, where's food? There we go. There's food. Oh my gosh. We're going to be changing these out now. So food, and there we go. So I just want to deconstruct these. Everyone's going to do that well. And of course there's flooding. Why wouldn't there be flooding? And actually, while we're at it, we'll just deconstruct that whole piping system really quickly. And we're going to be building up that other piping system that we kind of described previously. And so with that, we're going to have to deconstruct that and dig this out. And we'll dig out all the way to this wall. Now, we've kind of ripped things apart, which in some ways isn't great, but you know, we're getting there. It's getting done. Oh shit, that's actually running now, eh? It's not a completely terrible thing, I suppose. But where's the ventilation at? We'll also slow it down a little. It is fully pumping it into here. How is that temperature look actually while we're thinking about this? Like if I just kind of let that go, what does that say? What did I do? Discover a database entry by inspecting facility ruins. Is that something I did? I don't believe it. Did somebody research this stuff? Nope, nobody did anything. All right, well, you know. So this isn't actually doing anything right at this moment in time. it's not really expressing any additional level of cold. Oh, it is cooling these pipes down. That's good. So I'm going to be putting in that heat then in a bit, but for the time being, it's currently pumping that out. I'm wondering ventilation, if I end up doing the hydrogen sink in here instead, if that would be the way to collect it. I'm going to actually turn this off now. I did need to pump out some hydrogen, so that's fine. But I'm wondering, you're saying max gas pressure, but why? Oh, because there's a max gas pressure in there. I feel like I need to just pump air into other parts of the base. Like, seriously, it's not doing, they're not doing a very good job in this space. We'll also just have them produce a little more there. Okie dokie. Liquid pipe. Good. So we'll do that. Good, 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 good. And we will build all of that out as well. And again, this is also going to be polluted water very soon too. It's not set up yet, but that is generally the plan that we're gonna go with here. And we also do need to repair. Hello. We do need to fix up all of the failures here. That one's fine. It can stay like that for now. I don't want to damage the oxyfern, but it'll be fine. Now, not hooked up. Could be hooked up, though, actually, right now. So, let's do that. Like that. And then, let's deconstruct this. And that should do the trick. And there's no polluted oxygen here. Polluted water, sorry. Fuck, there is here though. What are you sending water to, by the way? Because now we've got this fucking polluted water in here, which is highly unideal. Also, you can accept, nope. You can accept water again, because you're not pumping anything, so that's good. Cool. There we go. So, no. Enable auto, enable, where's the copy settings? Copy settings. There we go. Hello. No, okay. How about I copy the settings from this one? I don't understand. All of this is super important to get done though, so we're just gonna change everything to 8. And just change the whole situation to just 8. If there's anything labeled 9, it'll keep going. So you're still kind of pumping out stuff. You're not really... Oh, it is cooling down the pipe. Fascinating. Oh, I can now see this. Very good. Inspect. Okay. Good. Rummage. Rummage. Inspect. Inspect. Oh. Okay. That's fun. So this is still running off of everything that was pumped into it. And it's backed up to there, right? Like, you're off. Yes, good. And breathability in the base is actually dog shit. So what if I created an airflow tile? Say here, here, and here. The air will transport through, which is both good and bad at the same time. But let's see as well. I'm going to put I'm gonna put this here. So that's fine. Right? And out is, yeah, out is that. So I want a radiant pipe. Do like that. And then, okay, so wait, no. It comes in. We'll have it come down, go in, or actually it should really be the other way around. Let's, oh no, it was probably fine the way it was. Okay, let me set this up. Okay, so I've done a little bit of piping. So we're going to set up another liquid pump. And it's going to pump liquid into here, which will react to this, and then it's going to come out. So I haven't quite figured it all out yet. I'm working through, but we're getting there. We're getting there. Just going to have it kind of come out. I'm going to cancel these ones. We're going to have it come out again up here. So this one's the out one. And for now, I think I'm going to drop it right back in. This is the plan. We haven't quite gotten to the base cooling aspect of it yet. We do now have some airflow tiles, which I'm hoping will allow for oxygen to flow outside of this area. But I'm not quite sure yet. Still also debating ripping this open because it might just be easier, but then I need to move this whole system up. So that's also on my mind. Other thing, this no longer vacuum. As we figured out last episode. So I might rip this all out and maybe make a vacuum here to prevent the heat transfer. I'm not positive yet. I'm not quite sure what I want to do there. But it is also on my mind. This, scary biome. This, also concerning. You're still getting gas. Okay, it is being lowered. Wow, that was fucking pumped full of shit. Holy shit. You know what? Let me just... It's running. It's going to be running for a really long time. So let me just do that. And then we're going to research some other... Probably... We'll loosely say basic things. I don't really think that they're basic. But we're going to slowly start moving towards finishing up the ones that we can finish. Like, you know, the robo-miners and stuff. And unlocking... Oh yeah, I was supposed to unlock those. Unlocking the yellow and orange facilities. So it's refined radioactive ore to do radbots. So scary. Wondering what to do about that. Let's see what the station needs. If I build the study, it needs that. That's fine. Radbots. 10 radbots. So what does that need? Refines radioactive ores to generate radbots. Is that gonna be like, will that kill people? Like, should I be scared? And do I just sit it on top? I don't know yet. I might need to dig down and actually, you know what? That's not a terrible thing. I could dig down right here, actually. And I wouldn't be super worried. So let's do that. Screw it. Why not? Fuck, you just... bro, you just went into it. You were like, say less. Okay, we'll also print something out. Oh, whoops. I went into skills first. What does Camille need? Camille was our... Yeah, kind of our operator of things. She doesn't love anything else. And she has... You know, kind of... She's kind of at that sadness bit now, but we're going to give her super hard digging, so we have 2 people doing it. And Steve here is also kind of at the point of not having anything else to do, so we're going to make Steve, I don't know, like, is somebody a decorator yet? Are we in there yet? No. Nobody's decorating. So Steve, you're going to be moving on to be a decorator as well. I realize it's not necessarily helpful, but it is what it is. And we're going to get some hatchling eggs. And we'll deal with the hatchlings soon. Am concerned about the oxygen. Also concerned about the temperature. Getting warmer in the base. Still cool here for now. Really cool here, but getting worried. We're building up those liquid pipes, and we're, of course, forcing out all of that. Oh, are we... the pipe is full now. Damn. Well, what I might do then... could expand this section a little bit, or maybe, again, rip this open and force all the hydrogen up. It might be the only thing I can do there to make people more pleased. Let's also consider rooms as well. Maybe we need to make a massage clinic. Minimum 12 tiles. I can make a massage clinic and a great hall. This is, sorry, mess hall versus great hall. Morale +3. So minimum size 34 tiles. This one's big enough. It needs a decor item of +20 decor. So let's actually just throw in more decor, right? Let's do this. Let's put in this at the door. And we'll try to do some like crown molding as well. It's not, I don't know if they're, can they even reach that? I don't think, oh, they can. Okay, we'll do that and we'll see if it does anything. What did we research? Data analysis. I need to actually check that because I'm now forgetting. Data analysis, research capacity. Yep, that's fair. Those are all good. And let's see. Already good. So I just had to go and review a few things. I know I'm missing a research station. I'm researching this right here. Transit tubes, because I think that that'll be fun. I am getting worried that I'm not cooling this place down well enough. Just a small thought of mine, because I'm seeing the heat getting generated and we're approaching 40 up here, and I just want to make sure this stuff is good and safe, but I'm also trying to make sure that the food here is also set up good to go. Now, water is set up there, and I am just going to turn this on now so we can pump polluted water into all of the food system. So it doesn't care, for those of you wondering, it doesn't care that the water is polluted. All it cares about is that there is water. Now, we're also just going to be setting up another pump now here, because this is going to be set up to throw liquid in this pipe, which will go around and around and around. Now, other issue, heat may or may not be getting leaked out of the hydrogen. No, the hydrogen is fine. Okay, good. But this is the other thing that we're thinking of, is uranium. Don't know if getting that close to uranium will kill someone. And I'm not quite sure if doing that is a brilliant idea or not. I don't know. It doesn't seem to be that bad, but I don't know. We'll see, I suppose. We are also needing some more copper, but I am seeing we are out of copper. Gold, not really exactly an option. And I don't really want to do that either. So, other thing is ripping this open. And making that kind of a 9-level priority. I don't know if that'll be super helpful. And same with this. Except what I could do is just... boom, done. And there we go. That can also be 9. And then we'll get some metal out of that too. So that'll be good. Still thinking about those ancient specimens that are chilling here. Think my people will die soon, to be honest. Oh, a warm sweater. That's fun. And a cool vest. Alright. Very cool. And a small office, which is not... I'm not really getting anywhere by looking over there. That's fine. Oh, yes. I keep forgetting about this, because it's all the way in the corner. Yes, I realize that you lack resources. Thank you. Wait, what do you mean? What the fuck are you lacking? What do you consume? You consume water? I don't think I actually knew that. Huh. Oh fuck, this man's almost done. I needed a little bit of metal so that we could revisit the station, this one. It needs 400 kilograms. Okie dokie. Let's just do that. Unfortunately. And he's about to go punch that, eh? Oh, Camille's punching it. Okay. Not exactly what I was expecting, but it is what it is. Is this a mess hall now? It is still a mess hall. It is not a great hall. It needs 1 decor item. It's got a recreation building. Okay. I would like dream list of items. We've been doing fine. Everything's been fine so far. But what I need now is 1, that done, and 2, all of this done. This is now the priority. We've been feeding this we've been feeding it hydrogen for a little while now, and I would like that to actually begin to pay off. So we're going to just kind of slowly start going through the cycle here, and we'll see if this actually does anything, if that radiant piping does anything. I don't really want to be screwing things up here, but we're just checking this, and it's still about the same temperature in here, but the piping is now cold. So that's kind of the interesting thing. The hydrogen is sitting there cold as hell. So we'll have this just kind of pump through and back out into this for now. And that'll be our first kind of, not line of defense, but that'll be the first move for this. And then we can revisit pushing it across the base. We're also going to be having power problems soon too, I'm quite sure. But again, we're going to get to that when the time comes. How is this station supposed to be? So you're supposed to get uranium like that. Now if I build this here, let me actually cancel that. If I was to build that right here, right? So let's say I built that here. Is that going to kill my dupe? Oh, see, I could just do this. Emits radiation that can be collected by a Radbot generator. Oh, that's a manual. No, we're not doing that. I'm realizing now what that means. Manual means they're going to kill themselves using it. Okay, let's not do that. Let's quickly revisit how I build an automatic. Okay, I will have that researched. Now, how are you doing over here, folks? They're running around. They're doing their thing. The temperature in here is still cold. Still cold. Good. Good, good. And I mean, this is here, right? So it's doing a good job keeping things cold in here for now. I mean, the room itself isn't really changing temperature, which is fascinating. What is it? Wow, it's freezing carbon dioxide and melting it? That's whack. Because it's so cold in here. That's crazy. I mean, it's a good thing for me. Let's see. Salt water. Don't really need it. We'll take the barbecue. Food is fine. Yes, okay, good. And I'm seeing that people have skills. So Ellie, hi there. You need to be a better doctor. And then you, dearest Joshua, shall go under this. Because you're a critter rancher and that's your plan. I have done none of these things. I mean, that's probably going to be what I do best. All duplicants have a morale of 16 or higher. I don't actually think... 13, 13, 12. It could be done. It could be done. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Now, these folks, these pieces of human garbage, JK, pieces of dupe garbage. See, what the fuck? Somebody went and put their fucking fingers in it after I dug this all out. What the fuck? These guys are rats. How do I get in there without fucking myself? I guess I could just dig through here. It's already opened up. But then that makes heat go into this area, which isn't ideal. Well, it's quite a small area. I don't know. You know, there are ideas. There are thoughts. Or I could go around this way, which is also probably a fucking terrible idea. I don't know. So yeah, not super sure, I don't know, like what to do about the absolute abundance of hydrogen that is in the base. But let's see about breathability. Kind of spreading, which is good. We need it to spread. It doesn't seem to be as... No, it is still staying at gas pressure. Maybe I just take some oxygen and fucking shove it off into a container or something. Let's see. Is this good? Okay. So this is where the danger starts. Time to see if we can cool down, firstly, this water, which, I mean, isn't hot to begin with. Oh, yes. Research complete. Perfect. So you folks will start digging that out, which is good. I would like a pole built down. What are you? Very fun. I don't need it to go actually quite down that far, so we'll just go down that far. And heat, fine. Uranium, scary. Okay, this is the first. This is the first of the first, folks. So we have water going in, 22 degrees, okay? Actually, it's cooling down quite quickly in here. So it starts at 25 and it's cooling. How cool does it get by the time it reaches over here? 20. I don't really want it heating up this area. And then what is it going out as? 18. Let me let the pipe empty out. So this isn't doing quite good enough yet. So I have some ideas as to how to fix that. What we're going to do is we're going to install carries liquid allowing extreme temperature change with overlapping buildings. Oh, maybe I did a boo-boo and it wasn't, because what's the temperature of this building? It itself is minus 60. So, sorry, I misread that. So here's what we'll do. Boom, boom, boom. Okay. We're going to deconstruct. Actually, we'll deconstruct that. We're going to cancel all of that, all right? And we're going to doot. There we go. Okay. Now, I want someone to come down here and do that. But I need more copper. We're going to do this real quick. That's going to be an 8. And then I do want this also to be an 8. So this was a little bit of a failure. My apologies, folks. My apologies. We're figuring it out, though. We're going to loop it around, go in, and actually we'll cancel that. What should be done realistically? Let's deconstruct that as well. Because this is going to be the intake. So I need a lot of radiant pipe. So it's going to go in. There's the radiant pipe. And maybe it shouldn't be radiant pipe for those two. Maybe it should just be regular liquid pipes for those two. Radiant pipe, boom. Radiant pipe, boom, boom. And then it's going to be out of here. And in an ideal world, loop around like that. So hopefully that'll do fine. We'll see. We'll set that all up as a 9. Get that all done. And I really don't want that heat exchange happening in here. So we're going to be changing this piping all into this because we don't want that heat exchange. And that was my bad. I made an error. So we're gonna fix this up. Let's get them all to just fix that up really quickly and see what we can do. The temperature, very upsetting that I made such a mistake so fast. We do need quite a bit of metal to be able to make this work properly and work effectively and efficiently and all those fun words that we like to use. But we'll see right now if we can get it done and dirty. You know what I'm saying? So building itself is fine. The hydrogen. I mean, the hydrogen is just largely sitting in there, so that's fine as well. Oxygen, still mostly oxygen in the base. It's actually very hard to see what all is in here without being in this overlay. Really, the drywall kind of fucks that up for me. Fascinating. Okay, let's also turn piping back on for this to go into there. Or I can build a bridge, I guess, up there, but that seems like a pain in my ass. We'll just do that. Okay, and we're getting down here as well, which we're not quite there yet. We'll probably blow the water into here. Where is the oxygen at? It's all carbon dioxide down there. Okay. We have a carbon skimmer that it can hold its own against this, but it's not really doing anything at the moment. I might need to move one down, and then just looking at all of the airflow, you know, we got quite a bit of oxygen in here, but they're still locking up a little bit, but it's breathable. So might do what I said and rip this open, but again, that may screw up my gas pumping. At least we're getting this done. Probably the only thing keeping the base cool is actually the fact that I'm putting ice in here, which is just kind of funny to me. We can choose another blueprint. It's gonna be a snazzy suit. Nothing super good. Ooh. Okay. Unfortunately, I think we need to do a gas reservoir. And this is not something I really wanted to do yet. But listen, if I need to pump into it, I need to pump into it. So we will take off of that and throw it in here. Yes? Are we good? What the fuck's going on? How many? Jesus. Okay, there we go. And this will be an 8 priority, and they'll figure that out eventually. So this, again, is the first priority, and they may or may not get to that. This fucking potential load blows my mind. It's quite terrifying, actually. Again, cool over here, which is good, and thankfully here, but it is slowly sneaking in over here, and I don't dig that. Don't dig it at all. It really is concerning. It's not something I like to see. It's probably mostly the electrolyzers doing that. Right. And how are we piping wise? Like, are you almost set up? Pretty much almost set up. We have, I mean, 50 more. Crazy that actually does 50. So there we go. Deconstruct that. And we'll put those on all 9s as well. And that'll be done in a quick second. Very excited for those pipings. Is that melting? No. Okay, good. The temperature is quite reasonable in here, actually. Not changing much in here. Wondering, this is 63. We'll see in a second what ends up happening once we've got all of this hooked up, which it's very nearly done. And that'll fill with, that's going to fill with hydrogen, because the hydrogen is kind of slowly expanding in the base, and we don't necessarily love that. And is that done now? The loop is done. It is time to turn it back on. So let's give it a go, see what happens. The pipes are rolling, filled with 23 degrees. So 23 on the high side. Hopefully this doesn't, change anything here. And once it comes out, we'll see what temperature we're talking about once it's on the way out. Now, it is still at 23, 24, really. It really changing temperature once it's in here, and we're not even at the state 10. Okay. Now it's all the way at -9. And let's see, Nullifier, how are you doing? Your temperature is changing quite dramatically, actually. Very entertaining. And the temperature of the water is now -14. -14, and is it going to get worse? It's -15. So if anything, it's going to continue to ensure that this is cold. And we're rolling it back in, okay? So right here, we're rolling it back in. Why did it stop? At -21, 16, 12. Oh. Rolling it back in at... Wow, it's all... So it's not cooling it down nearly as much as it was. We'll just see what happens when it pours into here. So this whole water is at about 24 degrees. Now, Are we having things break? There's too much on the system. Yeah, seems to be too much on the system right now. That's okay. Good temperature exchange still? What does the temperature exchange look like? Minus 18. See, it's stopped, so it's not quite good anymore. But as we cool down this water, right? So the water's going to cool down. And then we're going to be dealing with a... That's strange. We're going to be dealing with a situation in which the... What are you built out of? Granite. The fuck you built out of granite? You're not supposed to exist. See, I could also have put one of these in here as well. Heats the vicinity. Cools the... So it would cool to minus 14, but it would increase heat in the area. 585. Jeez, this thing is much less bad. But just looking at the temperature in this, it's 29 degrees. Looking like it's going to go down, unfortunately. But this seems to be the temperature now. It seems kind of 29. Are you going down more, or are you going to stay kind of at this 29? Okay, so seems to be sticking around that. The water is at 13 degrees now. 9.2 by the 9.5-ish by the time it's leaving. And the thing is, it's going to cool down this water. And it's going to cool it down significantly enough so that the water going in is now at 20 degrees instead of the 23 that it was. So we're slowly doing that temperature exchange of the water. See, you can see the temperature changing here. And that's really good for us. So the temperature cooling, we've kind of got that on lock now. I mean, it's not going to cool the whole base, but we're going to be able to fight it a little bit. We're also just going to, while we're, on the topic of cooling the base, we're going to throw down a couple of these temp shift plates, and I'm going to cool this area. It's been a little too warm over here, and I just need... folks to cool the area down, kind of keep the base, again, on lock in some ways. So we're also building this out. This is going decently, but I am afraid someone might get killed in doing this process. I've never used Radbots before. It is part of the Spaced Out DLC. It is part of the research specific component of it. And we're testing the waters here for the first time. Other thing, I might blow this open in a sec. Because, oxygen generation it's doing okay. It's not doing terribly. Hello, no gas output. Yeah, that's fine. Why do you need a gas output? Listen, I'll give you a gas output. I'm not pleased about it. I don't really want you to... have an output at the moment, but I'll give you one here, right? Like, you're not going to just output, right? Like, you'll be fine. You're not going to do something stupid. Anyway, we'll see. Let's check on temperature. Look, so we're at least in this part, minus 19, which is good. It's not doing a whole lot for base cooling right now. Oh, temperature's 10. Okay. How is the actual temperature in this space doing, though? It's still cold. Nothing's really melting. It's kind of all that matters, I guess. Overheat temperature 125, yeah. Absorbs and neutralizes heat energy when provided piped hydrogen. Okay. That's good. It's doing fine for now. I think it'll at least help slow down the situation because I am terrified of the whole thing. You're made out of ice, yes? Good. Amazing. Cooling down this section of the base. It's been a little while since we've cooled it down, so this is a good thing for us. I might even put one in here just to... I mean, the water is going to pour down there, so I might do that as well. We also have fertilizer or a lily bomb seed. We're going to do fertilizer, and I'm seeing we got a duplicate skill. Meep, good sir, what would you like to do? Meep would love to do construction, but I'm going to give you, Mr. Meep, this, and you're fine. In the meantime, while they're kind of freaking out a little bit, we're going to dig a little more of this area out, I think. Starting with, I mean, I'd like to build a door. Shoot. I'm just thinking. I could move the massage tables in here. Or make a doctor's office in here. Because again, cool part of base. Or I could just dig over here. That might be, let's do that. Are there any diseases? There's slime lung, it's fine, everything's fine. We'll start the process. We'll dig over to this section because this is something that's super, super cool to me. I've never seen this before, so I think I would like to experience it for the first time. This is the plan, and I can just free the chlorine in the base, honestly. Not super worried about it, so let's just do... Are they all done with that? Let's see this first. Let's make that a priority 9, and then this stuff can all be kind of a 7 and 7, and cancel whatever the fuck that was. There's more stuff to kind of poke on here. And going up, yeah, there's more lockers to rummage. See, I can even inspect, rummage, inspect, and rummage. And then, you know, maybe going up. There's, there is the thought of the solar panels. You know, kind of, why no electricity? Did I blow the circuit? Oh no, everything's fine. It was just that wasn't good. Okay, 17 degrees now. So that means that, again, this means that just the water that's being pumped in is going to be colder going in, which will mean this will be a more efficient system overall, right? Because it won't be consuming as much temperature. 17 is really good though. It was what was it? It was 23 at one point. The whole thing has reduced a bit. So I'm pretty pleased with that. The temperature is slowly kind of spreading into this area, not so much into this area, which is unfortunate, but that's kind of to be expected. Okay, good. Might slam some water in these spots, honestly. Might throw some cold water in here. Thinking too, the fear is rising up in my soul. The potential load, not great. Can I disable that building for a second? Somebody go and do that. The fuck is the point? Are you gonna fill up? So it's gonna fill that up, and eventually what we'll do is we'll just throw it off whenever we're done with it. We'll just empty it out. But the whole point of me doing that is to allow for more oxygen generation. I'm seeing carbon dioxide is starting to be more of an issue as well. Long commutes. What percentage of your time? 62%. To be fair, you have been running around into this area quite a bit, so I can understand why you folks are complaining. I am sending you off on far excursions, so I'll give them that. This, though, why... Okay, insufficient, so you don't have enough copper. Somebody go and do that shit for a second. How is the gas doing? Hydrogen really quite high up there, actually. Filling this area up, I could easily set up the system and then roll it through back here. To be honest, that may be the next step. I don't think I'm gonna get to this today. This seems like it's gonna be its own task. Super curious though. Wonder what they're going to give me or ask of me. Oh, this is good. This is filling up. Fantastic. He's doing rocks. Are they... Okay, cool. They're doing it. Phenomenal. This is where the fear comes in. So I will hook it up to the power supply if I can fucking not be an idiot for 35 seconds. Okay. Up to the power supply here, which is again, this is one of those like 9 level things. Like, somebody build those, please. Oh shit, that was overflowing. That was my problem. Interesting. Didn't realize that was what the issue was. Jeez. What is something else pumping? There's something else pumping water into it though. Oh, that is actually pumping water into it. So let's not bother doing that or any of that because it's just gonna flood again. We have been, you've been hooking up the electricity, yes? Oh, I canceled this whole thing, apparently. Cool. Let's 9 all of that. And this is where the fear starts to set in. Radbot generator attracts nearby radiation. Rotate, 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 rotate. Why do you only send up? Yeah, so it can't handle doing all of that. That's okay. What I'm going to do is I'm going to turn this one off. Let's turn off other buildings as well, just for a second. Really? Only one a cycle? This is not going to be good. So, radiation-wise, this is blocking things. You are... What the fuck is going on? Let me actually just turn off... Well, if I turn that off... Fuck, that turns off a whole system that I did not know. This might be stupid of me. I'm probably playing a little bit too much with radiation, to be honest. Okay. I think it's something I may need to look into because this seems kind of insane to me. And maybe I just need to, honestly, like, I might just need to hook up this to... Okay, let me deconstruct this, actually. Let's see. I'm just going to keep doing some crazy shit for a minute. And we'll set up a radiation lamp in a sec. Somebody else do that as a 9. This is probably an idiotic thing. For fuck's sakes, I forgot to hook up the wires. I thought it was nighttime for a second, and I was like, no, don't do this to me. Okay, it needs to rain anymore. Okay, clearly this is a thing that I need to look into a little more. It's not something that I am familiar enough with. I did dig in here to the uranium ore to try and free some radbots, but some radiation. It's not doing a great job. Let's deconstruct this building and to make that a 9 and just kind of like run somebody down to deal with that right away. Oh god, they didn't even deal with it. These rats. But we did do some other stuff, kind of sorta. At least oxygen is still getting generated. That is a very good thing. All right. Let's see. I want somebody before we wrap up. I want someone to empty that, to delete it, I should say. Sorry. Is somebody gonna go do that thing? You're gonna go do that thing? Thanks, my guy. She deactivated it. And now I'm deconstructing. So this said it was gonna collect 1 radbot a cycle. Now, are you gonna collect more? No, you are not. Okay. So, really, 19 rads, 34 rads, 40. Not radiating as much as I was expecting, to be honest. I thought it would generate more. See, there we go. It's going to take, oh, there, 19 a cycle. Yeah, there we go. It's no longer, no, wait, collecting radbots 1 a cycle. Brutal. Can you collect more than that? How I haven't a clue. Oh, look at that. We found a cool steam vent. Really? Cool steam vent? 110. I don't know if I would call that cool, but you do you. So we have a vent here and a vent here. That's not bad. We'll see if there's another one somewhere else. Like, if there was one in here that was like a slushy. I think there's a slush geyser or something. That would have been nice. But either way, what I'm gonna do now is I'm just going to. Fuck, do I disable this? I don't know. It only has 1 radbot. We will enable everything for a second. We'll let everything turn back on. And I'm just going to leave it here because we did not do a very good job with that whole situation, but we did a good job here. I'm pleased about this, although I'm seeing that the temperature of the area is warming up a bit. Not ideal to have polluted water in here, so let's just sweep that up as well. But either way, very pleased with how that turned out. Very pleased with the temperature changing here, and even a little bit of reduction over here for a bit. That was good. Oxygen generation getting bad. I think I might need to rework the system a little bit, but hey, live and learn. Now, we're going to leave this episode here, but if you folks are enjoying the series, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe if you're new. And of course, don't forget to leave any comments with tips, hints, or suggestions. I always love reading your comments, and I also very clearly need assistance. So I'm going to go and do some research to come back with a little bit more of an idea of what to do, and we'll go from there. So thank you all for watching, and as always, thank you for stopping by. Happy you did, and I'll see you next time.